is scheduled for one fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching New Heights Wrestling. I'm your host, the famous one, Joe Milo, with my co-host, Ryan Mills.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? We're glad to be here with New Heights Wrestling one more time. This is going to be an incredible match. Tonight, we have Toni Storm and David Mercury. Why am I doing your job? You do your job.
Toni Storm and David Mercury is our first match of the night. These guys are hard-hitting. These guys have been everywhere. One of your veteran of AWF is David Mercury. I believe this is the first time Toni Storm has stepped in an AWF ring.
Yes, it is. It's going to be the first time ever, but we're very happy to have David Mercury back. He is a superb talent. Both of these guys are extremely talented, and we are very lucky to have them here on New Heights Wrestling tonight.
We are excited. The crowd is hyped. Everybody's ready to go.
Toni Storm has made his way into the ring, and looks like
hold on one second.
Well, it looks like Tony's
Chipley,
gonna say
thank
a
you for
few
the
words.
warm
We'll back off.
reception. Much appreciated. But I have a bone to pick. I got brought here to have a wrestling match with some of the top quality that North Florida has to offer. Unfortunately, I'm wrestling David Mercury, a washed-up old vet who's trying to stay relevant. So, unfortunately, you're not going to get the classic Toni Storm wrestling match experience that you're supposed to get, because now I have to cater to and take care of this guy. Problem number 2. Everywhere I go, I have this stooge costing me matches. So Kyle W., Mr. Iron Ref, you have two choices. One, you can walk out of this ring on your own 2 feet, or I break your legs now and they stretcher you out. Walk out on your own or I'm breaking your legs. Now you can finish your job.
Did Toni Storm just make the referee walk out?
I've seen a lot of things in this business, all right? I've been doing this for almost 18 years. I have never seen a wrestler change the referee in his match before.
And his opponent.
I'm blown away. I don't even know who the ref's going to be. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes David Mercury.
David Mercury is a handful. This man can wrestle on the mat, in the air. He has got some strong holds. I'm very excited to watch this match.
Well, between the two, he's probably the more technically sound inside of the squared circle, but don't take any sort of slack off of Toni Storm. Both of these guys are very competitive. This isn't the first time they've ever battled. This is the first time they've battled here, but they have toured the country going one-on-one against each other all over. Once again, we're very lucky to have them here. I don't even know who I would give a slight edge to in this match. They're so very equally ready for this matchup. Joe, do you have a preference in this one?
Well, if you look at it, you got Toni Storm. You can tell he's the powerhouse. He's gonna be going for the big moves. But then you got David Mercury. He's the all-out wrestler. I can see him doing more holds, ground.
Well, hello, Chipley, Florida.
Toni Storm, but I don't know if he's
Now, I've been looking for this guy for
All valid
for
points.
pretty
Ladies
hot
and gentlemen, we're going to let
minute
David
right
Mercury
now.
talk.
See, the last time him and I met, he ran away with the victory. I give him that. This guy is good. But you know what? I don't stand for people bullying like you do. And what you just did to that ref, brother, that's kind of sad. But you know what? Don't even open your yapper till I'm done. You know what? I do have someone that isn't going to crumble to fear. You got it? I got somebody tonight. And that person is a special guest referee. And he goes by T-Bolt.
T-Bolt, ladies and gentlemen, that is a former AWF champion. We are excited to have him at NHW.
Man, that is a huge announcement by David Mercury, and I mean, if I'm Tony Storm, I'm upset too. This is crazy. How in the world can David Mercury bring T-Bolt in here unannounced, like Tony Storm's not prepared for this. Are you kidding me? This is totally unfair.
It's T-Bolt. T-Bolt, he's one of the top guys that has been in this business. He's going to call it right down the middle. If Tony Storm does what he's supposed to do and plays by the rules, he ain't going to have to worry about T-Bolt.
No, I completely disagree with that. David Mercury and T-Bolt ran the roads together many years on the independent circuit. I don't think there's any way he's going to call this right down the middle, as you so say.
Even though they've ran the roads together, I see T-Bolt is very upfront. Oh, here he is. Here's the man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there he is. There's the man himself. It's T-Bolt, and he's going to be the special guest referee in this match. A former heavyweight champion, tag team champion at many different organizations throughout the southeastern United States primarily. He's also wrestled all along the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. This guy is like I said, he's well known up and down the coast. So to have him here is an honor, but I just can't justify why this decision was made and how come David Mercury knew about this, but Tony Storm did not.
The only reason why this even happened is because of Tony Storm being a bully. If he would have not ran that ref out, guess what? He wouldn't have to be dealing with T-Bolt right now.
So who made this announcement? Who made this official? Like, why can David Mercury just have special privileges and bring his best friend out here to referee the match?
Well, I guess New Heights officials decided, hey, if he's going to bully somebody around, let's see if he can bully T-Bolt.
Well, obviously he's not going to bully T-Bolt. Look at the size of T-Bolt. My gosh. The man's the size of a
30-year veteran.
Yeah.
You ain't bullying him.
Oh, and he's actually going to pat him down? Are you kidding me? Why would – if he doesn't do the same thing –
That's part of the rules. He's going to do the same thing. He is straight down the middle.
Look, he didn't check his knee pads. That's all I'm saying. He barely even touched his boots. So T-Bolt calls for the bell. All right, let's see how this goes. Hopefully the referee will not have a preference in this match, and we can see a great contest here between Tony Storm and David Mercury.
Great block. Very strong. But you see, that's what I'm talking about earlier, the power of Tony Storm. Rest. See? Straight down the middle.
All right, and we have a clean break from Tony Storm there. Very nice. And offering up a handshake because he's a gentleman, of course. I expect nothing less.
Did you just say gentleman? Didn't you just
Look,
see what he did to that referee?
he
Didn't you
extended
just say
his hand to his opponent, and his opponent refused to shake his hand.
Did you not just see what he did to that referee earlier? You said it yourself. You've never seen nobody run a referee out.
This is no longer an issue about the referee. Why are you bringing up the past? Look, this is what's going on the here and now, okay? We got T-Bolt in the ring doing his quote best, going to call it straight down the middle in this contest, and you got David Mercury and Tony Storm going one-on-one. The other referee's old news. So now we're talking about the action between the competitors, and all I'm saying is we just saw Tony Storm extend his hand in an offer of sportsmanship, and it was rejected.
So when a man commits a crime after it's over, he
What
apologizes.
crime is Tony Storm
I'm just
guilty of?
saying
What crime did he commit?
I'm not saying okay. I'm saying in life, if somebody does something wrong, and then he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did that," he gets away with it scot-free. It's okay.
Look, the referee cost him his matches. He said it. He's cost him the last 3 wrestling matches in a row that he's been in because of poor counting. So he got rid of him.
David Mercury has the upper hand on the holds. He will out-wrestle Tony Storm.
Yeah, I like how you went back to the action when you knew I was right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, David Mercury, nice hammerlock here on Tony Storm. As that's actually the hand he extended to try to get a handshake out of.
I'm actually trying to do my job and actually call the match.
Well, go ahead.
Nice.
Far be it for me to interrupt.
Are you done?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Very nice. Very nice arm here. Got it clinched in tight into a hammerlock headlock. Good. T-Bird's looking in close. No chokes. Oh, very nice shoulder tackle. That's the power I was talking about on Tony Storm. Very nice.
That was a great shoulder tackle.
But he's too worried about the fans. He's not worried about.
We actually agree on something. Worrying about what the fans think from either guy can be a detriment. You need to stay focused on your opponent at all times, especially when it's someone as accomplished in the ring as David Mercury is.
Very nice shoulder lock by Mercury. And he holds it.
That was impressive because Tony Storm, trying to pull an arm drag there, David Mercury having the strength to hold on. I didn't expect David Mercury to counter a power move with strength of his own. Very impressive.
Storm, did he just ask him to get him off of him?
I saw Storm throw a hard forearm right there, and now we're back even. So everybody's fair. Everything's good. T-Bolt's actually done.
Hold?
Nothing's unfair about the hold.
Oh, the power with a Samoan drop.
That was beautifully executed there. Tony Storm with a great move, and now he's got control of this match, but he's wasting time here. You don't need to be worried about your injured shoulder. You need to go right to the attack.
Working on the back of Mercury. Oh, with a bow and arrow, modified bow and arrow. That's going to slow Mercury down with his wrestling ability.
Oh, wow, a senton to the small of the back. Great move, and you see where the attention is now being focused as a spot of weakness. And we'll see if maybe there's an abdominal stretch, a bear hug, some other sort of submission to really work down the lower back.
Ooh, devastating right hand to the jaw. I can't believe Mercury's still standing.
Look, I love Tony Storm. There's no way that was an open hand.
Oh, sternum to the turnbuckle. Oh, that's one. Two count.
All right, fair enough.
Fair 2 count.
That was a fantastic 2 count. T-Bolt is showing nonpartisanship in this contest.
Now he's getting a little cheap. Come on. Oh, Storm's going to hold it to 4 every time, I guarantee that.
Well, you're allowed to. I mean, as long as you don't go to 5, it's completely legal.
Oh, wow, slingshot into the bottom rope. Is that it? Is that it? 1, 2.
Now, I know David Mercury is a veteran of this ring, but he just made a critical mistake there. He wasted energy by kicking out when he could have just easily reached up and grabbed the bottom rope and not spend so much energy. He's getting it taken to him right now, and he needs to conserve all of he can to hope to have a comeback later on. This is where you say, you know what, you're a genius. That's absolutely correct.
That was correct, but I don't
Thank
have
you.
to. I shouldn't have to give you props every time you say something correct.
You haven't given me any at all.
Wow. Oh, no. Into a Kimura. Mercury's turning it into a Kimura. No, he switched it back. Power from Tony Storm.
Holy cow.
A cradle suplex.
You know, it's demoralizing when you have a suplex countered into a vicious submission hold, and to be able to block out the pain, find a way to counter that, and then continue over with the original move. I am blown away by Tony Storm. Both of these guys are putting on a clinic right now, and this is a fantastic matchup.
Guess what I'm going to say to that? I'm going to say I agree completely. You're a genius.
Of course, I'm right. That's not a surprise at all.
To the lower back. He is working on that back. He must have something up his sleeve. Oh! And another 2 count.
Man, these are some... I mean, he let go before 5. That's all I can say about it.
Front face lock. Get in there and walk. Look at him, T-Bird. Get in there. You can't tell what T-Bird, you got to get in there and see what he's doing inside. That Storm's dirty. Just saying. Oh, very nice.
Mercury with some hard fists there. Going to go to back elbow and try to fight his way out of it.
Hits the ropes. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, into a victory. Oh, he lets go of the victory roll. Oh, and the power from Storm with that shoulder tackle. Mercury's not moving. Mercury might be out.
No, that was a beautiful job
2.
of Tony Storm there, getting what he needed to on. Just couldn't quite get the leverage on the pinfall, and so Mercury able to kick out.
I'm gonna bring this up. I know I don't want to say you told me so or something, but that was kind of a slow count. I ain't gonna lie right there. That was a little 1, 2.
You know, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but because you did, I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but I did tell you so. But you know what? I have to commend you for being man enough to admit it. Looks like Storm's trying to bring him in on Irish whip here. Mercury not wanting to go, and so he's hammering her away.
Yep, here we go. And a reverse. No. Very nice drop kick into the corner by Mercury. Both men down on one knee. Who's going to make it to the feet first?
I don't know. Both men got to be exhausted. They've been going back and forth on this match for a long time now.
They look. Storm's to his feet already. And he's the one that took the drop kick. How much damage you think? Oh, Mercury's coming back.
Maybe
Vicious forearm.
Maybe he was playing possum there. Not bad strategy.
Oh, devastating clothesline. Very nice arm breaker. 1, 2. 2 count only.
Tell you what, David Mercury got a pretty good lick on him to knock Tony Storm down for a 2 count there. It's the first time Storm's been on his back in quite a while. So good to see that Mercury's coming back.
Oh, what a spine buster.
Woo! Man.
Is he going to make it for the pin, though? Can he get it over?
Yeah, this should be it. I don't think Mercury can get up.
No, it is still.
How did he kick out of that? After all the attention that Tony Storm put on the lower back, how in the world did David Mercury kick out of that?
And that wasn't even close to a 3. That was all 2.
Yeah, it was just 2 and some change. That was.
What is that? Is that an arm bar? Oh my! He locked in an arm bar.
Well, it looks like Tony Storm's got a hold of his hand. He's not letting him have it. Oh, now it's extended.
Oh, he taps out. That's it.
Wow.
Mercury wins with a tap out on Storm. Very impressive. You cannot say anything about T-Bolt there because he tapped out. There's nothing he can even.
No argument.
Can't even argue the fact.
No argument here whatsoever. That was a clean match, called right down the middle. There was 1 count that was a little questionable, but other than that, I got to hand it to T-Bolt, man. He went right down the pipe with that one. And what a fantastic contest here in New Heights Wrestling. More of the fantastic superstars that we bring you. Tony Storm, David Mercury. These guys are just the tip of the iceberg. Check us out here on NHWPro.com. Follow us on Twitter at New Heights Wrestling. And you see more superstars just like these two.
And make sure you listen to me on NHW Pro Podcast.
There you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. David Mercury victorious tonight. We'll see you next time right here in NHW Wrestling.